early birds will be rewarded for it's one of the only places in Rome that have something happening at about 6:30 in the morning when the vendors are just setting up their stands. And there's several cafes around the Campo de Fiori that are already pumping out that dark fuel to get you going. They open as early as 6 a.m. And so if you're an early bird or if you're still waking up early from jet lag, do consider coming out to the Campo de Fiori first thing in the morning. And then we drop by a fairly famous bakery. This is Roscoli, just a few blocks from the Campo de Fiori, and of course they're open early, baking their fresh breads. They also have fresh pasta and a variety of cookies and other wonderful baked goods and various kinds of sandwiches and other sorts of takeout foods available. So it's no longer just simply a bakery. And then after our early morning walk, we continue on another adventure. The Vatican Museum, most famous for the Sistine Chapel, contains thousands of other great treasures from ancient Rome and from the Middle Ages, even right on up through the Renaissance. After leaving the Belvedere courtyard, you enter the Hall of the Animals. It's like a petrified zoo. We were quite fortunate on this day that the Hall of Statues was open to the public. You can see this is a grand ensemble. A lot of Roman portrait busts. The ancient Romans were the experts in portraiture in marble.
Laurie, this is called the Tapestry Gallery, cleverly enough. And then in the next room, it's the Map Gallery.
And then into probably the greatest building ever constructed, you might call it that, St. Peter's Basilica. It was built from the early 1500s. You notice the many mosaic pictures on the walls. It's always an impressive visit here at St. Peter's as we make our way to another adventure. Well, these neighborhoods all around are just saturated with charm and character. We're heading to Piazza di Spagna, and around here you've got lots more restaurants, of course, always, and more shops. There's some high-end boutiques. This really is the shopping heart of Rome, and it's great to get away from the cars, away from the motorcycles. Now we're walking along Via Giulia. It was designed about 500 years ago, and then we get to another great landmark, Chiesa Nuova, which means new church. It's actually over 300 years old. But that's the name, Chiesa Nuova, with more magnificent Baroque decor. Now we're walking down another relatively quiet street. It's the Via dei Coronari. Cute little side alleys and staircases. Walking in this simple, quiet neighborhood will be one of the most interesting experiences of your entire European trip. Attractive little restaurants for locals, and some side lanes will bring you over to Trastevere, and this is a different part of the city altogether. Be sure to go into the 12th century church, Santa Maria in Trastevere. It's built along the style of an ancient Roman basilica in the Romanesque type of architecture that's even earlier than the Gothic.